let's get into it. So today, just a little bit, and I say that just from the standpoint. So I am I've been watching that stuff. Like I was in the anime before the big three even existed. You know, I think a couple of sorry, so much stuff going on in the Dragon Ball Superman, but is on hiatus right now. Daima is still releasing. I probably sorry about that. It's still releasing later on this year, but that's theory. Of course, probably like a fan theory of things, just like every other fan has their theory on how things should go. Um, Super when it comes back off a hiatus should end start, and I say that because Toriyama, after the Cell Saga, had initially meant for not saying he didn't mean for Goku to no longer be in the series, but he didn't mean for Goku was supposed to finally take his place in the spotlight. And if you really look at it, it was always kind of deemed that way. And it's funny because when I think it's Dragon Ball Under Bridge came out, that's as Goku being the bad father to Gohan and all that type of stuff. In reality, if you really look at the series, the only time Gohan has achieved his newness of strength without magic is through Goku. Super Saiyan 2. Like, it wasn't Piccolo. Like, yeah, people made fun of the fact that he gave Cell the Sensu bean to kind of fully charge up, but that just showed how much confidence he had in Gohan after training Gohan to hit that new level. That's all that showed. That really showed the confidence he had in his son, not him being a bad father. That being said, I feel like Dragon Ball Super should be this. Then, just a fan theory. If y'all have any hate, feel free to comment. If y'all have any suggestions of how y'all can make it better, hey, hit me up. Like I said, I love anime. I love the big three, but like I said, I've been into anime before the big three had even came. So it's just one of the things that I've always gravitated to. Like I said, I got the Jason poster right there, got the Batman poster right there, and all that, all the crazy stuff that they say geeks. So here's my only reason only reason this even came about, you know, and that whatever Black Frieza does in terms of the mortal world, Grand Priest has no say over, nor does he care, because his only job is to protect. Hearing this goes about a scheme to conquer six first. So what he does is all the remaining enemies. He kills Dende, out all the Namekians that's left in Universe 7. He found a way to get some wipes out all the Namekians 6. By him doing this, no move after that is he kills Goku and Vegeta. Now, Vegeta is my favorite character, but one of the problems with Dragon Ball is they kind of held on to Goku and Vegeta. So now Piccolo's gone, Goku's gone. Also allows for you to kind of bring in some of that GT element because my thought process is because Broly is so different from Goku and Vegeta. So we have Goku having Ultra Instinct. We have Vegeta having Ultra Ego. We give Broly. That way you have all the different. So during this arc, basically Frieza takes out the whole old guard. Basically, I think one of the problems Dragon Ball 10 years is that it's hard to run a successful no, successful franchise. But the story gets old every time you know a main character dies that you can bring them back. That's one of the problems Dragon Ball has run into. It's like, yeah, Goku died. Oh, we'll bring him back. How in the Goku Black and the Goku Black arc that they did, everything is gone. In the terms of nobody can be resurrected. Because Black Frieza just making it so nobody can be resurrected. So now on is your top figure. Also in my story, I'm having Black Frieza also take out Beerus. He kind of like just how Zamasu and Goku Black took out all the gods as well. So all the gods of destruction are gone, all the Supreme Kais are gone, because Black Frieza wiping out everybody. It's going to be up to the new generation to deal with Frieza, to deal with Black Frieza. And if it's going to be on the same level, he's not on the same level as like Wiz and the Angels. But we know aren't really allowed to interfere to mortal issues. Saw that during the Moron arc. They're not allowed to interfere in the mortal issues. So basically, Black Frieza just has his run, aren't really going to interfere. Job now is to train the future fighters to help bring peace back to the universe. So that means now Trunks and Goten starting to get more shine. Not only that, um, Bula, Vegeta's daughter, was always kind of a waste of a character the way they used her in GT. She had the blood of a Saiyan in her. Why isn't she fighting? She didn't have to because Vegeta was around, but Vegeta's gone now. So you have Bula, you have Pan, you have Goten, you have Trunks, um, Krillin's daughter. You have Krillin's daughter also. Like pass it on to the future to just have a new team being assembled. You know, because it's like in Universe 7, the strongest fighters are basically all on Earth. If you really looked at it after what Frieza did anyway. All the strongest fighters are on Earth in Universe 7. Which was why in the Tournament of Power, they had such a weak power rating. Because Frieza had basically wiped out most of the universe anyway. So I'm looking at it like we got the new cast coming up. Now they're creating their own strides, trying to take over and do things they have to do to kind of bring balance back in the universe. And like I said, they don't have Goku and Vegeta to rely on no more. You know, killing Broly off. But like I said, then you got Oob. You also got Oob with another young character. Maybe keep 17 around because I think 17 shows himself in the tournament of around is kind of like the new Piccolo type character about like nature and things like that, and it could just be for him more in the way of just preserving the earth and just protecting the earth and protecting the universe and things of that nature. Um, but just Dragon Ball really needs a new god. And don't get me wrong, I love Goku. Torch has to be passed on, and I think sometimes that's one of the problems with the Dragon Ball universe. Is like, yeah, we know they're gonna come back. It's like Goku might be gone for a couple off the Black Frieza, killing off any renaming Namek that's left, going on the killing. I'm talking about him wiping out. Well, if you kill Beerus, you kill the Supreme Kai anyway. So Vegeta gone. Like I said, Orange Piccolo gone. And it leaves your young castmate, them trying to step up to the roles. They honestly are prepared for it because they always relied on Goku and Vegeta. That was one of the reasons why Gohan really got to slack a lot because Goku and Vegeta always saved the day. And I think a lot of it was because of the fans wasn't ready for Gohan to take over. But I think now it's like I think it's time for a bunch of reasons. First of all, it's a new era. Second, we have to change the truth, the trope or whatever however they want to say it. And I say that just from the standpoint, I, so I love Dragon. One of the things I hate about Naruto and Dragon Ball is that in Naruto, we always knew when shit hit the fan. Naruto, just hold out to Naruto get there. He's going like the pain arc was a perfect example. It's like we just gotta hold out to Naruto get back. Um, Dragon Ball for a lot of the battles, it was just gotta hold out long enough to go for it, change things up. And I think that's one of the reasons why Boruto was starting to get a lot more praise because when they when they went to the whole Boruto set, and of course first it had some hate coming from it, but it was more because it was a lot of filler. And I think fans really aren't into filler. Like you can used to get away with a lot of filler. I think you really can't get away with a lot of filler episodes that come out nowadays. Trying to establish Boruto on his own, and I think uh, whether it was because of the fans or whether because of pressure from the studios, never allowed Gohan to do that, especially with the kind of like with the passing of Akira Toriyama. I feel like they just hit with something a little different now. And like I said, let Gohan be the new leader of the Earth Special Forces. I want to call them Earth Special Forces. And we had Goten, Trunks. So I even said, like I said, let's put Krillin's door, like let's get, like we should keep Android 17 around because, like I said, he really showed up very pivotal in the tournament of power. And I feel like he would be a good character to keep around. So got Ooh. So just give it. Let's give it to the younger generation. Um, let some new let some new ideas and new artists come into play with how they want to work. I feel like it would be a lot better off for the franchise and spinning it into a whole different direction. Because I think that was one of the reasons why people was kind of disappointed of the whole Dragon. That could it may be good. It was just like, dude, like y'all just going to end Super the way y'all ended, especially with the manga still going on. It was kind of like, I mean, but it may be good. I know for damn sure I'm gonna be watching it when it come out. So, but that's my idea. I'll take the things like I said that allows you to give Broly a new power. The Super Saiyan 4 should be canon. I feel like the way it's gone in Super with the whole Vegeta having the Ultra Ego and Goku having the Ultra Instinct, I feel like they should honestly give the Super Saiyan 4 form to Broly. Also would make more sense anyway because he seems to be more of what you would consider a natural Saiyan at this state in time anyway. So I feel like you should just give it to Broly. Like I said, kill off Piccolo, kill off Dende, kill off all Namek, so nobody can be wished back. And I think that's one of the problems, like because let's be honest, like I'm a Dragon Ball fan, but like I said, I'm tired of everybody getting resurrected whenever they want to. Like it kind of cheats the story when cheat death whenever you want to. And I feel like that's why it takes away from things. And I think honestly, I feel like that's what made the Dragon Ball Super Goku Black arc so interesting. Like he literally wiped out everybody in the universe. And I heard some people argue, well, he could have like Future Trunks could have just came back and wished on some Dragon Balls to bring such and such back and all this type of stuff. And I get it. Maybe I do understand that, but it's like that's why I'm like, we just gonna have Black Frieza take out all Nanas. So ain't nobody coming back. Like that's what you should. That's what I feel like they should do first. Like have Black Frieza take out all the Nanas. Nobody being wished back. Then he taking out Goku. He taking out Vegeta. He taking out Orange Piccolo. And just we just gonna restart over. But it's just an idea coming from me from a different type of anime fan, and it just there's always something new to be added to stuff though. But like I said, I just feel like they need to go in a fresh direction, especially with Mr. Toriyama not being around anymore. Some fresh ideas, do things differently. But we all know what's going to happen. Even if they did do that, we all know the studios to a certain extent is going to hamper things. They don't like that cash cow, and I think that was one of the reasons why when he was trying to have Gohan become like Cell Saga, I really feel like he probably had pushback from the studio when Goku had, which wasn't a bad idea, but it was like a chance to sign. And that's why I feel like some people feel like Gohan is like one of the most overrated characters because of how they did him. But I feel like that was more of a push from the studios than anything. Saw at the end of the Cell Saga, he was the strongest character. He was the strongest of the Z Fight. Super Bowl. Like he pretty much was the strongest character. You know, it's I just think the love affair with Goku and Vegeta is just so big. But I feel like they would really do a lot better, change the dynamic a little bit. Start. And what fresher start than killing off Goku and Vegeta and not having them be able to come back again. Like that would be a very big thing, you know. And you can still see clippets from them from like the past, so maybe they can still find a way to like talk to him in heaven or whatever like that. But to just change things around, like I'm not even gonna lie, like when Naruto killed off Neji like that, like they could and look at it, like if you really look at it, like you looked at how Naruto did certain characters, like when they killed off Jiraiya, like those those deaths are impactful to the anime, but it's like Perfect example. If anybody who reads comic books, the Krakoa era of the X Men is coming to an end. But it kind of took away from the fact that when the X Men were in the Krakoa era, they had what they call um, correction protocols. It's like you take some of the fun out of killing the character off if you know they're gonna come back anyway. But even in the comic books, we always know they come back anyway. But if you blatantly telling the characters like, yeah, yeah, go ahead and die because we got a resurrection set up for you tomorrow after you die anyway. It's like you're kind of taking the fun out of killing the character off. Like it's always hitting different when you know a character may die and stay dead. Like it just hits different, especially if that character is a fan favorite and it's like, yeah, you killed off so and so and he ain't coming back. And yeah, and I'm not saying just kill him off just to kill him off for the name for the sake of sale. I'm just saying like go. He's probably one of the most impactful and one of the most Google characters to anime. But what I'm just saying is Dragon it's time for a new direction. And if any I'm just thinking of like if anybody would really like to take that task over because that's a task to take. But like I said, I just feel like they just kind of need a fresh idea on how to deal with that. So, just ideas from a crazy person who just wanted to talk about some anime stuff today because I ain't had nothing else to talk about. But just be kind. Like I said, if anybody see the video and they want to make some comments and want to give some ideas for anime because I love talking about anime. I love doing like fan fiction and just giving hypotheticals to make a story better. It may make the story better, it may make the story worse. But you know, fiction they do this stuff all the time, giving out theories about how to make shows better. Or like I said, may make the show worse. But I was always taught in school, there's no such thing as a bad idea. Until next time, everybody be nice, be kind, stay safe, protect each other, and just try to be a decent human.